Hi guys, welcome to the episode of Chercyheartmatterz. And today, I think for a while now, I think we're talking about parents and children, but it's just something that has been dropped in my heart, so I want to really talk about it. So, parents, I know your children will always be your children. They will always be your babies. They can never ever grow up in your eyes. I mean, you still can remember how you cradled them. You still can remember how you trained them, how you used to take them to school and do stuff with them, how they're so dependent on you. But there's a big realization that you need to come to terms with, and that's the fact that your children will always grow. Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna grow, and they're gonna make their own decisions. They're gonna have to make their own kinds of mistakes. But you're giving them a heads up on how life really works would, prevent them from making unnecessary mistakes. All right. So I've noticed that in African parents, especially, don't seem to realize that their children are grown up. They push and push and push until they push past the limits. You know, like your child is, you have a 30-year-old in your house, and there's certain things she'd like to do or decisions she'd like to make, and you're still saying, um, I want you to do this. It comes to a point in your life where you don't have to just keep ordering around. Instead, you take the role of being an advisor. Okay, you advise them and say, okay, don't do this, I feel we should do this, it's going to turn out like this, it's going to turn out like that. But you have to allow them to make their own mistakes. You have to allow them to make their own decisions. It's never an easy thing. It's not easy at all, because they're your babies. You don't want them to go the wrong path. But the thing is, they now have a mind of their own. They now have a way they reason. They have new associations, so they want to try out some things. So in order for you to be in good terms with your adult children, it's best to take the role of an advisor. Okay, when it comes to the issue of relationships, especially because the heart, when a person is in love, you don't you don't seem to think straight anymore. They seem to know, they feel like they have it all figured out. But you as a parent, you're watching from the sidelines, and you're seeing and noticing all the traits and stuff. How do you go about this with your adult children? The best thing you can do is take the role of an advisor. Advise them, tell them, oh, I feel you should do this, I feel you should do that. But when you try to enforce your rules, enforce your opinions, enforcing your rules and regulations and your opinions on your adult children is not going to help you develop a strong and close relationship with them. You have to give them that um, ability to make decisions of their own. You have to allow them make decisions of their own. Take the role of an advisor, and if you take the role of an advisor, when they know that you're not trying to criticize them or judge them, they tend to get closer with you. But if you're so imposing, if you push so hard, you tend to push them away. And what happens is they make unnecessary mistakes because they didn't feel comfortable about coming close to you. They didn't feel comfortable about telling you stuff like that. So if you want to have a close relationship with your children, you have to ensure that you give them that space to be themselves. Okay, allow them to be able to communicate with you. Take the role of an advisor. I'm talking about your adult children, not your teenage children. Your teenage children, you have to maintain a strong grip, an iron fist, so that they can be shaped the way they're supposed to be. Okay, they can be shaped the right way so they don't go astray. But for your adult children, I'm talking about your children in your late 20s, in your 30s, take the role of an advisor to help you have a closer relationship with them, to bring them closer because they can talk to you and avoid unnecessary mistakes. Alright, so it's like call me back again. I'm still Chercy, and I'm gonna meet you next week Monday. Oh yeah. You can follow us on Instagram, Chercyheartmatterz. You can follow us on Facebook, Chercyheartmatterz, and you can write to us, Chercyheartmatterz@gmail.com. Alright, still coming back again. Bye bye. Peace. And yes, remember, have a closer relationship with your children by taking the role of an advisor to your adult children. Alright? Okay, bye.